What's up, man? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Uno G. I came to share, talk about my out of body experience. I don't know where to start, like with the most recent one or like the first time I really had an out of body experience. But I'll start with the most recent one. Or I'll start with the patterns. So at first, it was like a pattern, like I always wake up in the bed, can't move, you know what I'm saying? Like and every time it happened, at first I noticed that I was always laying on my back when it happened. Then I used to have this Michael Jordan poster in my room. So, and like the poster was like I'm laying in the bed in the front. The poster was like off to the side, like on my left, like it was dead in the front of me, but it was on the left, like it was on my left side in front of me, or the left quarter to about 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? To about 10 or 11 o'clock. So I used to like wake up, but I can't move, and like I'm looking at the poster. You know what I'm saying? I remember that always wake me up. So I started to sleep on my right side, so I'll be like facing the wall every time I go to sleep. And the reason why I turned to my right side was because the door was my door was on my left. Anytime I laid on my back, my door was to the left, had the post on the right. So anytime I see that shit, like I wake up and I can't move, I would feel like it's something to my left. You know what I'm saying? Like I would always feel like it's something to my left side. Like, man, I know it's something. I know it's something in here. And then, you know, of course, you start panicking, or you get talking to God. Jesus, God, please, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel like you dead. You don't know what the fuck is going on. So, excuse my leg, but so the most, and you know, this happened a lot. This happened maybe, I mean, I can't even count how many times this has happened in my motherfucking life, but excuse my language again, but I can't even count how many times this happened to me in my life. But the most recent time was the most interesting. I'll say the last two times. I remember, I can't remember if I was watching Bobby Hemmett or I can't remember who I was watching. It had to be Bobby Hemmett because I got into Bobby Hemmett real tough. Like I still listen to Bobby Hemmett, but you know, I didn't pretty much came up with my own conclusion to like what's going on with me spiritually, you know what I'm saying? But I remember Bobby Hemmett was saying something about like pretty much just calm it down, you know what I'm saying? Like just knowing that you in control. And, you know, I'm paraphrasing, but I remember he was saying some of that nature, like calm it down, you know, not being afraid, and this, that, and the other. So I remember I laid down on my back. This the two times where I actually had a out of body experience. So I'm laying on my back. This shit happened again, and when the shit happened, this time I like remember like just be calm. You ain't got shit to worry about and try to get up. So yeah, that old Bobby was saying. He was saying try to get up, try to get up, try to get up. it'll like take practice. So I got it on my second time. This is the first time I actually tried to get up. So I'm laying down, wake up, I'm looking around. The poster long gone. This just pretty much every time I lay on my back, that's when I get the out of body shit. Like I get the out of body, excuse my language, but that's when the out of body, that's when my body sleep and I wake up when I lay on my back every time. Unless it's somebody in the room with me. If I'm by myself and I lay on my back, then it'll happen. But if it's like if I got my kids in the room with me or my old lady laying in the room with me, then it don't happen. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I remember what Bobby Hemmitt was saying, talking about, being calm and trying to move and get up and you can be able to move around this, that, the other. If I didn't hear it from Bobby Hemmitt, I know it was damn near close to Bobby Hemmitt saying it. But so it happened. Wake up. And I calm down and I feel myself like it's like I was stuck. I was trying to move and I felt like my body moving. But what messed me up that first time, what I learned, what messed me up was I was still trying to move my physical body. You know what I'm saying? I was still trying to move my real arms and my real legs. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to move my real head and move my. So, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff not working for me, but I felt the frustration like okay. So I'm thinking in my head, like, next time this stuff happens, I'm gonna be ready. So I get to look into it again. I'm thinking about it all the time. I'm thinking about it every day. Like next time it happens, I'm gonna be ready. Next time it happens, I'm gonna be ready. My fault, I'm 7 minutes and 15 seconds into it, but here it go. My out of body experience. So what happened was I'm laying in the bed and I opened my eyes. I'm calm as hell. I know what's going on. So I get up. And it wasn't in. This is the thing right here. How I got up was you don't think about your arms or your legs, or you don't think about your body getting up. You think about moving in that direction. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, when I got up, the thought in my head, the thought that I had was to move forward. You know what I'm saying? It's just like even right now. Well, I know hell, shit, fuck it, try it. Even right now, if you just like sit still and you tell yourself like, go forward, you know what I'm saying? And you push your energy forward. If you practice on pushing your energy forward, then then you can feel like everything go forward. You say right, you know what I'm saying? You tell yourself to move to the right, you can feel everything going right. You tell yourself move to the left, you can feel yourself going to the left. So I got up. And I'll turn and look at the bed. I'm laying in the bed. Signed in 1836, was made by a small contingent of Cherokees led by John Ridge against the wishes of the majority of the tribe and its leader, Chief John Ross. So I'm laying in the bed. John Ridge was assassinated on June 22nd. As I'm laying in the bed, as a result, put the smoke out. One more pull. Okay, this traveling some 8 I don't know. So it went out. But anyway, as I'm laying in the bed, I get up, get out. I see myself laying in the bed. What, boy? Okay, hold on, man. I see myself laying in the bed. Hey, come on, man. Hey, Come on, you too. Come on, you too. You might as well come over here too, man. Come on, let's get on. Come on, I'm on the live. Y'all messing me up. What? Come on. You begin to visualize a hearty dinner plate. Yeah, these my twins. Well, one of them. But anyway, hold on, man. You see I'm doing this? You see what I'm doing?
Huh?
You see what I'm doing? You messing up my out of body experience, man. Okay. I shouldn't even be telling people this. Are you trying to leave all this stuff to myself? You messing up my out of body. Look. You strike bright smiles at the y'all messing up the out of body experience. Go ahead, get them there. Let them see. These my twins right here. All right, now go ahead, get on. But anyway, okay, guys. Okay. Anyway, I get up out my body. I see myself laying in the bed. So when I seen myself laying in the bed, the feeling that came over me, it was like it was like I tried to be scared, but it was something. I ain't even gonna say it was something. It was me that told me that. Well, put your sister bar down there, boy. But it was something. I tried to be scared, and it was something that told me that. Don't worry, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, cool. Oh, matter of fact, at this time too, I was at my mother's crib, so you know that's kind of been a difference. Now that I've been at my crib, I had one episode, but I heard it woke up because my mind ain't really been in the right space. You know what I'm saying? I've been kind of paranoid, running around in the streets and everything. But anyway, something told me like when I got out of my body, something, and I seen my body, like I wanted to be scared, but it was like something told me that don't worry, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry, you know what I'm saying? You're all right. So come on, man. Nah, man, you gotta show my head, boy. My head out here bogus as hell. Stop. So something told me everything was gonna be all right. So I get to going downstairs, and that's at the bottom of the stairs, because it's a nice little amount of steps, and then it, like how my mother crib is, it's a nice amount of stairs, and then the stairs turn at the angle, so it's probably like 15 stairs going down, and then like bust a left. So I'm like, I'm out my body. I see my body there. I'm out my body, so I'm like, I'm about to leave. You know what I'm saying? So I go out the door, go out my bedroom door. I see, hold on, yeah, man. So I see my body calm down. I'm like, I'm about to dip up out this mug. I done heard about all these. Hey, boy, get down, man, before you hurt yourself. I done heard about all these different things you can find out, all this, you know what I'm saying, all this ancient knowledge, all this future knowledge, when you gonna die. You know what I'm saying? I done heard about all this stuff that you can find out when I go to that realm. So I'm like, cool, let me go ahead, man. Get the water. I'm like, cool, let me get the hell up out of here. I'm about to go find out some of this ancient stuff. I'm about to go downstairs, and it's a shadow figure down there, like, and it wasn't even. It wasn't even a figure. It was like a dark cloud. It was like and the cloud was like my height. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even. It was a pure black cloud, and put it down. Y'all go back in the bed. Go get back in the bed. Go. Go ahead. I don't care if y'all cry. It's bedtime. I don't care. No, don't close that door, boy. Go get in the bed. It's bedtime. No, leave the door open. Go get in the bed. He mad because he got to go to bed. I got the door is cracked. The light is on. The door is cracked, so he ain't scared of the dark. But hey, come on, man, stop all that crying. It ain't even that serious. Hold on, real quick. Hey, man. Quiet, man. Stop all that crying. It's like a tree. You tired of bed, man. You come tomorrow.
Now, a brief synopsis of his quotes entails that you and history are one and the same. History is written every time you're awakened without the convenience of utilitarian pens. And it also entails that cognizance of genealogical background is the key to establishing benevolent growth as a nation of people. Now,
my bad. No, that's kind of rude for my first video. I kind of felt someone was telling me this was gonna happen too. Like they were just all in the bed, laying there insecure, and I just felt it like these dudes gonna get up. So when I seen my first one get up, I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I knew he was coming. Then my other son popped up. I was like, dang. But what was that? Oh, it was a cloud figure, like a shadow figure, and it was pitch black, but it was like cloud. It had no arms, it didn't have no head, it didn't have no legs, none of that. It was just like a cloud of smoke, fucking floating around. You know, not floating around, but it was just sitting at that one spot at the bottom of the stairs, because I was about to go down the stairs. So when I seen the shadow figure, I was like, the thought that came in my head was like, whoa, like what the hell is going on? But it wasn't like a fear. It wasn't like I was scared of what I saw. It was like an exciting like roller coaster type feeling. Like it was like scared, but it was like, you know, like a roller coaster scared. Like it's different between being at a roller coaster and you know that the seat ain't strapped in, like it ain't no bar on there, and then being on a roller coaster and it's a bar on there. Where I had that roller coaster with a bar type feel.
But what is considered to be the wrong question? Well, the
wrong
questions will be you challenging the teacher with realistic
when
that demands answers.
That happened, I went back into the room, and
to say that so-called African Americans came from Africa.
I jumped back in my goddamn body.
Now, there is absolutely no
and when I jumped back in my body,
that clearly states
I close my eyes. Like my thing is, anytime I like have nightmares or anything, dreams, nightmares, whatever going on, and I want to wake up, I just close my eyes, because I have a lot of lucid dreams where like a lot of my dreams, either I know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? And also when I have a lot of dreams, that's when I know like my pineal gland is kind of charged. My pineal gland is charged up, you know what I'm saying? When I don't have a lot of dreams, I know that I've been smoking too much, drinking too much. You know, my pineal gland on my third eye battery is low. Yeah, pretty much the battery low. You know what I'm saying? But my fault. I'm caught up listening to this Dane Calloway and looking out for my kids and shit. But I said that when I went back in my body, I closed my eyes, and then I opened my eyes again, and
West Africa to North America.
the shadow figure. Now I never touched my door. My door was already cracked, even when I was asleep, because I used to let my dog. He'll come in. He'll be in and out the he'll be in and out the he'll be in and out my room. So the door was already like a nice little space open. So when I went back in my body, I closed my eyes. When I opened my eyes up, the shadow figure was right there in the doorway. And again, I wasn't scared. The feeling I got from it was like it felt like the shadow figure was like making sure I was back in my body. You know what I'm saying? Like it like kind of like the shadow figure's like on guard or something. You know what I'm saying?
Where was the room on these sailboats?
And he was just making sure I was back in my body and shit. And then when I say the shadow figure, I just closed my eyes again. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Opened my eyes up that time. I woke. Door still open. Man, it was crazy. I'm telling you, like I ain't even making this shit up. The interesting thing I thought about, I ended up finding out. You know what I'm saying? I had a buddy who he kind of shared the same story, except the story that he told me was that the shadow figure was he was trying to get up. Hold on, turn these noodles off.
That have dug up some of the graves there. And I agree with you, but that does not mean that African Americans came from Africa. Just because those foreign scientists dug up a few graves in Egypt. What is very important to know is that they chose Egypt as their place to dig.
Got the noodles on that thing.
Now, some of you may refer
but yeah, another homie, he was telling me, one of the guys, he was telling me that he had the same experience, but he was trying to get up, and the shadow figure was like pushing him down, like pretty much like it was holding him down inside his body, so he couldn't get up and get out. You know what I'm saying? That's what I ended up telling him, like, because I told him, like, man, I got up and got out, but then that shadow figure came. But he saw a shadow figure too, and he was trying to get up, and the shadow figure was like on top of him, like pushing him down, like holding him down and shit. So
the top genealogy DNA scientists have admitted that the results amounts from genetic.
I remember when I was younger, I was probably about
many popular genealogy.
And it's the interesting part about the shadow figure. When I was younger, I was probably about
to sue those types of companies soon after.
Probably about 11, 10 or 11.
This is the exact same thing the government assisted the farmers.
I remember
it is all
I woke up looking, because this happened to me when I was younger too, but I didn't realize that it was happening to me when I got older. I didn't realize that that's what was happening to me until I got older. That I was in the realm with the rapid eye movement, and I was waking up looking around, but my body, pretty much from what I learned, your body sleep, but your spirit never goes to sleep. So when you lay on your back, your spirit either pop your eyes open to go out into the third dimensional realm, or to look around in the third dimension, or when you dream, your eyes close and you go back in, you know what I'm saying, which is like the fourth and the fifth dimension. It's all right here. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. It's all right here, the fourth and fifth dimension. You know what I'm saying? We looking into the third dimension, the sun, the moon, and all that shit is in the second dimension. The first dimension is time shit.
That African Americans never see or benefit from.
I saw when I was a little boy, up about 9, 10, maybe 11 years old. I saw a shadow figure in my mother's doorway. My mother used to keep. We was in a different. This one we stayed in a little small. We stayed in a smaller house then, and
so that gives us a total of 240.
It was she used to keep her door cracked open, so it was a shadow figure in the doorway, like watching TV. But it wasn't tall. It was this probably about now that I think about it as an adult. This part is gonna trip you out. Now that I think about it as an adult, the shadow figure was the same height as me. But when it was smaller though, it actually had, because excuse me, when I woke up and I saw the shadow figure walked off. Like that motherfucker that motherfucker peeled off, you know what I'm saying? When I looked at it, when I looked and I covered my mouth, I remember I was like, because usually when I had nightmares when I was younger, I would scream my way out my nightmares. Like now I close my eyes. I don't wake up hollering and all that. I just close my eyes. But when I was younger, I'll scream, you know, like kids do. You know, motherfucker wake up crying, or excuse me, you know, I wake up crying, but I wake up screaming. But when I woke up, I knew I was having an out of body. And now that I think about it,
and we multiplied the years between 1619.
When I was a child, my spirit was able to move around more freely. Because like when you're a child, you fresh from God, like you fresh from that first and second dimension. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
that's exactly my whole point. These numbers do not add up at all.
When I saw the shadow figure, I covered my mouth. I was because I didn't want to scream, and that mug turn around and, you know what I'm saying, come in the room. That was my whole thing. That's how I know I was woke, because I swear I did not want to scream. And that mug like turn and look and then come in the room with me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted that mug to go ahead and walk off, go where you gonna go. You know what I'm saying?
Mind you, that in between the years of 1790 and 1830, that all codes,
but yeah, that was
of their true identities, and
that was
to hide the truth.
That's my experience right there. Like, I had another experience, but I'm gonna make that another video. You know what I'm saying? And this. I'm all over the place with it. I'm on OG though, you know what I'm saying? I rap, I make music. I ain't really trying to teach nobody nothing, but if we share an experience, I'm gonna be on this month talking about all type of different experiences.